Well, hello. You are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today is day 65, and I just got dropped back off at the James River Footbridge by Jim from Stanimals. Had a good stay at Stanimals. We had a big group last night. I think over 20 people were there. So that kind of answered the question of where all the hikers were. They were all staying at Stanimals, and we had a birthday party last night for Mountain Goat. So there's a lot of food and cake, and it was a good time. Today looks like another hot day, although not as hot as yesterday, hopefully. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. I know we're gonna do some climbing today, as you typically do when you leave a town. I'm not expecting to do big miles today, but I'd like to do more than 10. I'd like to do more than 10 and less than 20 probably. Well, the shelters are spaced kind of far apart in this section, so I'm probably going to end up finding a stealth campsite somewhere. But an exciting thing that will be happening today is that I will be crossing the 800-mile mark. And I did get my resupply yesterday, so I've got 4 days of food. I've got 4 days until Brian comes. I weighed myself at Stanimals, and the numbers stayed the same, but I know that I'm thinning out, and other people have pointed it out too. I've lost fat, but I've gained muscle. So I believe that's why the number hasn't actually gone down. I definitely am still focusing on trying to eat as much as I can. Focusing on fats and proteins and trying to eat as much as possible when I go into town. Some of it's going to be a little inevitable that I'm going to lose some weight, but I feel fine. I feel great, actually. And when I started this hike, I wanted to be my own driver of the hike. And I am doing that, but I've also grown in some other unexpected ways. It's the understanding that other people do not know what your perspective is. Some people do. Some people have that gift. Most people, I think, do not. And so understanding that has been an area of growth for me, and I would think will be beneficial in all of my relationships, really, so that I can clearly communicate what my perspective is. Easier said than done, maybe, but I like to think that the vlogs kind of help with that. These things are always so fast, and I can never capture them. I finally got one. This is the view from Fuller's Rocks. And I think maybe one of those bridges you can see way up there might be where we just came from. And we hiked all the way up through here. Wow. Nice wide open view. It's so green. Everything's so green now. What a difference. I think what they do is they excavate rocks from over there, and then they build it into the trail. They make steps and stuff. Oh, I remember seeing this in someone else's video and reading about it. So he ran off from school He's 4 years, almost 5, and he hiked all the way up here. I've read that small children, their instinct when they get lost is to go uphill, whereas with adults it's to go down. Really sad. That is such a long way for him to go at that age. I'm finally summiting this mountain that I've been climbing all day. And I am tired. That took a lot out of me. I wish it wasn't so buggy up here because I really want to stop and take a break. It might be time to finally use the bug net. Decided it was way too buggy up there, and I'm going to hike down. There's a water source in less than a couple miles, and I'm going to need to fill up because this has been a very dry stretch, and I might just take a break there. I didn't quite make it to the water source before I needed to stop and take a break. I have a pretty bad headache right now. I'm sure it's because I'm dehydrated, although I have drank a full liter of water today with electrolytes. So I thought maybe it was because I needed to eat something, so I just had my lunch, and hopefully that will help. But I'm glad that I'm done climbing, at least for today. But I wish I didn't have this headache. Taking a little side trail to the water source. Looks like it's flowing pretty good. I'm gonna fill up here. Well, I'm gonna get some water here. I don't think I need to fill up all the way because I think where I'm gonna camp will have water. This is the time of day where I'm starting to think about getting to camp, and not going to go to the next shelter, which is in 8 miles. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go a little less than 4 miles to a stealth campsite that should be near water. From what I've read of the comments, it sounds like it's nice, and that would put me more about 15 miles for today, which is more my comfort level coming out of town. Probably part of the reason I have a headache is because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, mostly because I went to bed so late because I was talking to Brian on the phone, and then I had to edit a video and get it uploaded, so I didn't go to bed till like after midnight, and then people were up at like 5:30 talking very loud. So I kind of had broken sleep for 2 hours after that, and I was definitely feeling pretty tired this morning, and I still am. So looking forward to having a peaceful night in my hammock, maybe with sounds of water lulling me to sleep. I feel very silly. I forgot about the 800-mile mark, and look what I happened upon. 800 miles! Awesome. I'm so glad this was here because I would have completely forgotten about it and I would have been disappointed. Someone made a big boo. For size reference. Boo! That's another boo. So many boos. I have walked 800 miles from Springer Mountain in Georgia through North Carolina and Tennessee and half of Virginia, or maybe a little over half at this point. So wild. Time to find camp. So far out is correct. I walk along this for like 5 minutes. There seems to be somebody already camped there. Alright, option B. There might be some campsites near the suspension bridge. So I'm gonna check there next, and that should still have water there. Okay, so clearly I can't camp here. Let's see what's on the other side. Maybe you could string a hammock up in here. Probably could make this work, actually. Well, we've got water, easy access to it right here. I decided I'm at least gonna have dinner here, and then after I eat, I'll decide if I want to camp here or keep going. I'm having the Mountain House chicken and dumplings. I've never had this one before, I don't think. But I'd heard good things about it, so I got that, and I added some Parmesan cheese to it. I decided I'm going to camp here. I'm making it work with my hammock. I'm not feeling it today, like pushing on. I did 15 miles today, uphill in heat, and I have a little bit of a headache and I'm tired. So I'm just gonna make tonight home, and then hopefully I'll feel more energized and ready for more hiking in the morning. So I'll show you my little setup here. So I was able to make this work just fine. There is a chance of rain tonight, but I think that I'm pretty covered by this deck thing. So I'm not going to put up my tarp for now. I'll wait and see if it does anything, but it's supposed to rain early if it does, so I'll find out if that was a mistake. I'm finishing my dinner still, and then I'm just going to get ready for bed, and I'm going to hang my food. I think the best option is just to hang it from this bridge because it's pretty high up. So I should be able to get 6 feet from the bridge and still be high enough from the water that no animal's going to be able to get it. I'm going to relax and try to get to bed early tonight because I think I need to catch up on sleep.